for Thursday, April 24th, 2014. Staying safe with big crowds, an inside look into the minds of people planning security for events like the upcoming canonization. Staying in the Vatican now, pilgrims from across the world are headed to see Sunday's canonization mass, including 24 heads of state, with all of those people in one place at one time. Royalty security and terrorism prevention is a concern. So Brian Gallagher is a former specialist for the U.S. Secret Service and expert in church security. So Brian, we're happy to have you on here to talk a little bit more about this. Tell us, I know that you yourself have not been a Swiss Guard before, but you know enough about the security personnel there. Tell me, what do you think is going on through their minds right now, the days leading up to a big event like this?
Absolutely. So there's a lot of prep and a lot of planning that's occurred for any event, whether it's a large event or a small event, but particularly an event like this, there's going to be a lot of different heads of states that are showing up, not just that of which the Pope is doing. So I believe my understanding is there's about 20 additional head of states from other countries. So one of the main concerns that they have is the coordination between everybody else. There's a lot of other security teams, so the Swiss Guard has their own concerns, but how's that going to interact with threats and other concerns? That would probably be the primary thing running through their head. However, there's threat analysis and different things that have been leading up to this event. They didn't just start planning this event yesterday. They were looking at this for some time now. So considering all those different elements that play into this fact.
Absolutely. And you know, it's interesting, at the beginning of his papacy, Pope Francis became known for being the Pope that wants to get out there and interact among people. But obviously that comes for security with some challenges. What kind of challenges does that pose?
Well, one of the biggest things that we've heard is he doesn't like to ride in his Pope-mobile, as it's called, and that's designed specifically to protect him for different scenarios. So there's some challenges. Security details like predictability, and this Pope is very unpredictable. So understanding that that's the case, you tend to plan for that to happen. So where with other popes, you wouldn't have to worry about them deviating for the plan. You try to have a plan in place in case he goes ahead and does that.
And for the tourists and all of the tens of thousands of people who are coming, you know, they have that saying, you've heard saying, if you see something, say something. What should people, tourists, be on the lookout for at an event like this, a canonization and other big events?
Well, patience is going to be a big thing for them because lines are going to be long. There's going to be added security. There's going to be procedures that they're going to have to go through, like random bag checks and of such. Like you just said, if you see something, say something. That's a common theme that we're going with. If it looks out of the ordinary, then maybe it is out of the ordinary, and just grab a local police officer, whether it's the Vatican police or a Swiss Guard member or somebody else who's there to help in a security role.
Really good tips. Thanks so much, Brian Gallagher, our security expert here for us today. And we turn our attention now back to Rome and Brian Patrick, who is there right now. Brian, we hope you're keeping those tips in mind as you and the rest of the crew cover our canonizations.